Hi everybody. Okay. This is a more personal video than most of my videos. If you guys have watched the Hello video, I talk about what inspired me to start this channel in the first place. And I made that video 9 months ago. And the emotions were still kind of raw, because, okay. How to make this quick and as painless for me as possible. Alright. I lost my ex-boyfriend a little more than 5 years ago. And the loss was sudden, and I had to change my life in the spirit of a couple of hours and days and whatever. Okay, I went from one reality to a completely different reality, and my mind and everything had to catch up. And I did until COVID hit, and then I was stuck in my house like everybody else was, for the foreseeable future, because didn't know how long it was gonna last, didn't know how bad it was, all that stuff. Okay? So then when I got over it, or I thought I was over it, and then I had nothing but time on my hands to think about it over and over and over again, yeah, that kind of didn't help. So I got to mourn for 2 years instead of one. And I had to force myself, kind of, to think about other things and to think about possibilities, because if I didn't, I was going to be in a rut. Now, like I said, it's been 5 years since it happened, and I'd say I'm in a better place than I was. I still get emotional sometimes. I mean, just the other day, I was watching a movie that had nothing to do with anything. The main character did pass away in the end, but it wasn't anything like that. And for some reason, it just hit me. And that's what happens with grief. And I guess, okay, to turn this thing around, I'd like to tell you a little bit about grief. And I'm not going to tell you the steps, and I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I don't know all about it. I just know from my experience. Um, Grief is a strange animal, and I mean that to say that a lot of experts will tell you there are steps of grief. Okay, what they don't tell you, some of them do, some of them don't, is that you can become in a pattern where you think you're over it, and it wham hits you all over again, and then you have to process it again. And this can go on for a long time until you stop yourself and you say, look, okay, I know I'm in grief, and you just deal with it, but you deal with it in different ways. And the thing is that the reason why I'm such a big proponent for therapy, mental health, is because if you don't get help, you'll be in the holding pattern the rest of your life. And then it'll just pass you by. And you don't want that to happen. And even he wanted me to move on, because he told me, oh, well, when you meet your next boyfriend or whatever. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, you'll be happy again. I give you like 5 years and you'll be alright. Um, and ironically, it was about 5 years. And I wouldn't say I'm alright, but I'd say I'm closer to the person I was before than I was then. So yeah. Um yeah, but it is a process and you go at your own pace and don't let anybody tell you how to do anything when it comes to that because everybody's different. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's everything is different. So, you know, um, I'm just saying that if you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. Don't be ashamed of that. There's no shame in it. I've come to a place where I'm happy now and I'd like to find somebody to share my life with, but I'm not in a hurry or anything. But yeah, I'm open to it at least. And that's huge because if you had told me 5 years ago, I would have probably slammed the door in your face and told you, get away from me. So, yeah. Um, and yeah, I know I'm happier because, okay, two reasons. I can laugh at anything now, and I laugh at things now. And like even for Christmas, I know my house doesn't look decorated, but it's because I have no room for a tree. If I had room, I'd have a tree, and I'd want decorations and stuff. And I haven't wanted that in 4 years. So yeah, I'm a lot better, a lot better. But like I said, it still does hit me from time to time. But luckily, the times it hits me are getting further and further apart. So I can live a daily life, and it doesn't cripple me anymore. So, yes, I use that word, but I meant it in that way. So yeah. I hope this is helpful for you, and I'm happy I didn't cry this time. So growth. All right.